Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. Normally it's the kids' voice box with our young commentators, but tonight, for the simple reason is, I have to tell you, I had to cancel it. Well, I think Jaden wouldn't have been there anyway, but I've sent a message out to the other lads, so we'll get on to things next week with the young commentators. But unfortunately, I had such a thing as an anniversary. Yes, so I had to go and celebrate it, and I went off to Southport with the good wife, and we celebrated a great time. Got some fantastic pictures. The weather was brilliant, sunshine. Even the following day we were able to walk along the coast road, brilliant. And the hotel, the Bold Hotel, brilliant. If you're ever in Southport on Lord Street, go and have a look up there. Have a look at the Lord Street Hotel, Bold Street should I say, on Lord Street. Yeah, we had a really good time, but the staff are amazing. The young girls there, the young lads there, all the staff, everyone want to be so helpful, it's just unreal. And you can easily say, yeah, because you're paying for it. No, these wanted a conversation. We were talking, you know me, I can talk for England. Had a great conversation with them. The wife had a great conversation with them. Really friendly, wanting to look after you, wanting you to come back, obviously. But at the end of the day, they had loads and loads of time for you, and they kept making sure that you were okay. They weren't bugging you, weren't annoying you, they were real friendly, and the conversation was absolutely fantastic. Learned a lot about the staff, they learned a lot about ourselves, and isn't that the way to be when you go out there to enjoy yourself? That is part of enjoyment. Anyway, I know Colin Fulton is doing, with his mate Jeff, is doing a walk in memory of his partner Jan, who unfortunately passed away over the years, and Col is just doing it in memory and raising money, I think, for some Morris dancers as well. So good luck to Col, but I did send some photographs, post them on social media for him, just have a little look at to where he'll be and how he can get things done. And I was just saying, mapping the route for him, he was saying, why are you there? And I wasn't there for a walk, and it was just a celebration, and I just thought I'd send him some photographs just to get him in the mood, to get himself motivated, and he'll do it. I know he'll do it. And Jeff, done it with them, myself and Paul Cochran. We done a little jog, if you remember last year, we done a jog down and then met them halfway and then walked back the full way. So really it's the length and breadth that we've done in Southport with them. So yeah, we just give them some company, and I'm sure there's a few of them doing it, so I wish him all the best. He's doing that in April, so good luck to Col Fulton as well. But we did give a mention. There is one or two shout outs going out today, especially for our young commentators, because I had to cancel them because I wasn't too sure what time I was going to be back, and I know they've got things to do and I don't want to keep them so late, so I thought, no, put it off just in case I'm going to be late, and tell them about next week. So they're all thumbs up, they're all happy with that, because they know it was a good excuse to have for myself to cancel. Anyway, all done, dusted. Thanks lads, we'll see you next week. And if there's anyone interested in young commentators, please contact me, mal at don'txtheline.com, and come along and do your own little podcast with them. They're starting to do their own show now. We'll back off, we'll walk away, I help them out, and just putting it all up there, as you know yourself, on SoundCloud, on DXTL TV from the touchlines, on YouTube. We're doing a great job on that one, and we'll have a few guests coming as from next month. Now also the shout out as well will come to the place that I work. I've got a great manager, Joe Smith, Options for Supported Living. Anyone who knows them, if you don't, fantastic company. And we're going to have one or two of the guests from Options to tell them all about, or tell you all about what they do, how they can promote their company, and why not, because they are. I've been on a few courses with them at the moment, and I'm starting to learn just how different they are to many other healthcare organisations, support workers. They really look after it, and the things they do for the staff, and why they are probably one of the best. They'll explain that to you themselves, but I'm starting to learn and take a lot more in. But Joe Smith and the team that I work with, thank you very much indeed. Top to have people who you can work with, get on with, and sing off the same song sheet with as well. And working for the same company, teamwork, that's the key. That's what we need, and that's what we've got. Thanks, Joe. I'll be in touch with you next week, no doubt, because I'm back on shift. So I'll be seeing you there and we'll have a little chin wag, as they say. Anyway, well done to the likes of them. And also the shout out is for our tournament that's going ahead in August. Up to now, it's 99.9% certain it's going ahead. We're looking for under 7s, 10s, under 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s. Next year's age groups, so if you're under 7s now, you'll be going into under 8s. So it'll be under 8s for you next year. So you can get in the mode, because it's going to be the last weekend in August. 26th, 27th and 28th, Bank Holiday Monday, that'll be the finals. And we're hoping to attract 1 or 2 national teams in there as well. So we're aiming to have a national tournament, and then we're going to move on to an international tournament for the following year. And it's all about respect. It's our 20th anniversary, so what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve, is bring in friendly clubs that we've worked with, because it's by invitation only. It's £70 per team, but there's going to be a lot going on over those 3 days, I assure you. It's going to be a really, really good tournament, bringing people together as we have done from 2003. We want the kids to enjoy themselves, express themselves on the football field, and you know what? We want just total support, and that's what we've got with the spectators that we're hoping to have, because as I say, it's by invitation only. And I've gone to my contacts who are outside Merseyside, and I've asked them to nominate teams who've got really good support with them, and all they want to do is, well, attract friendship like we do, bring people together, and that's what we're trying to do, bring the kids together from different teams from outside the area. So we're looking forward to meet up with them as well. We've invited the PFA, we've invited the Premier League, the PGM as well, and also, yes, the FA, and I'm sure Nathan is on his way there. So we're looking for some media coverage as well, and I'm sure we're going to get that, because it's our 20th anniversary, and we've worked with Sky Sports, we've worked with all the local media stations, we've worked with quite a lot, being on the BBC, we've done a lot. So I'm sure the media over those years will dig out what we've done with them and what we've done to help to promote respect, and don't cross the line, because it's our 20th anniversary. And again, we want to bring more people together with the campaign that we're doing. So please bear with me. If I've not been in touch with you yet, I will do. I'm catching up on a million things. I had to do that anniversary. Yes, I did. And also in between that, has anyone ever had a blocked main drain? Well, dear me, I've got one, and I don't want to call anyone out yet, because I'm a stickler for trying to do things myself first and trying to make a difference. So I've been trying to bail it out, as they say, and unblock it, and it's a really messy work, as you can understand what it is. I'm not just being a skinflint. I want to learn how to do it, because obviously it's my premises, and I want to try and undo what's been done and try and make it different and learn about it. And unfortunately, if I can't do things, then it's the professionals that you call out. But they are here. Everyone can tell me about main drains. Yeah, it's a lot of money, so I want to learn why it's a lot of money and see if I can do things myself. If I can't, unfortunately, I'll have to call them out. So I've been I ordered the rods. Yes, I was made up with myself. The plumber's rods for the drainage, to get them in and do the job and unblock the system. And then you look on YouTube and you see, you start learning things. People are on there, plumbers, what have you. This is how you do it. So I put the rods together to try and block it, and I put the fitment on it, and it says really put it on tight, because if you lose something on the bottom, that could be a major problem. So what do I do? I put the fitment on the bottom, tighten them all up. Yes, you guessed it, one of them come loose. Wasn't the plunger, it was like the spirals on the bottom that you screw in. That's supposed to attract and detach all any toilet rolls or any paper, any blockage, to bring them back up. That wasn't working. So I was there for ages, and do you know what? I was bailing out as well, and I could not find in a million years with these poles where the main drain, the hole was to go in to try and unblock it. You've got to be some sort of expert to try and find out how to bend them and find where the blockage is. I was on for 2 solid hours, and unfortunately, as I say, the spiral bit that come undone, and now that's stuck down. So I've been trying to drain it out, trying to get to as much as you can to the bottom to try and see it. Then I've got to build myself a little bucket to try and get things out, because I've been using an old mop, would you believe? So hours of work, loads of blisters. But dear me, honestly, it is tons and tons of work. And I'm trying to find out where it is. So later on, or first thing tomorrow, I've got to do exactly the same, praying for no rain or snow, because I don't want it to fill up. I need to get to the bottom of this and try and find out what is causing the problem, why the blockage is there in the first place. And if I can see the hole that goes out into the main, then I can get the pipe down, absolutely no problem whatsoever. But that is the problem at the moment. So fingers crossed I can do all that. It's a lot of hard work, but that's what I've been doing. So your life is never your own. We have to carry on and do our duties as well. So anyone has got any tips for me there, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Sorry about talking about all that, but it's unfortunately, it's what we're all going to probably face within our house, wherever we live, someday or other. So I may as well get on to it now. I've been rather lucky, and it's coming to a certain time now, just after Christmas, you can understand. I just hope there's no turkey legs down there as well. Anyway, here we go. That is my moan for the day. And now we go on to the grassroots football side of things. I've given the shout out, I think. Told you about getting in touch with us for if you're interested at all. I know you, and I know of your team, and know of the spectators, and I know who's involved. A nice standard, excuse me, of teams. We don't want teams who are just starting off and just think they come into this tournament, because if the teams are coming in from outside, they have got a little bit of a higher standard. They're used to playing football, and they'll be a little bit better than others. So we want everyone to have a chance. Everyone will get a participation medal. The top four will get into the Champions League, the RefSpec Champions League, and the lower half of the table as well. They will go into some sort of Europa RefSpec Cup as well. What more could you ask for? Don't cross the line. It's going to be a supersonic tournament, and I'm hoping that the media coverage will come, because we need to promote respect, no ref, no game. We need to keep our young referees within the game. We need to protect them, and how do we protect them? By doing things like this, bringing awareness to them, bringing awareness to grassroots football leagues, letting the parents know, the spectators know what we expect of them when they go out there, and to protect our referees as well. So while we're protecting the children, we're also protecting the referees. How do we do that? Well, you've got parents on the sideline shouting and screaming, or spectators, at the referee for giving a decision that he or she can only give what they've seen. But because they've seen something different, or they think that the referee is wrong, so they start the verbal abuse and the aggressive behaviour towards the ref. So if the referee is getting it, the kids are getting it as well. So the kids are thinking, mum and dad, or brother and sister, they're shouting verbal abuse. I'm as young, they can do it, I can do it. And they'll have a little go at the referee as well, because mum, dad, or the family members are abusing the referee. So that is what we want to bring into grassroots football, zero tolerance towards all that. We want to take that away from it, and we want to improve the attitudes of the kids, and also in many cases the parents as well, not by re-educating them. They all know, every one of them know what respect is, respect, no ref, no game, and what it's like without a referee when it comes to it, because it's not good. We like the referee to be there to adhere to the laws of the games, so the kids can develop and learn those skills as well, because they need to learn them. And I'm not talking about offsides, because they're acting in real time, in real speed, that they're not expected to see behind them when they're running for the ball that someone is not playing them onside. The referee can see that, and that's what they're trained for, that's what they've done the course for. And yeah, okay, sometimes they can be mistakes that we all get wrong, but come on, the professionals are getting that right as well, or wrong. Why are we all getting these wrong? Because we're only human, and everyone makes a mistake. So let's get on with it. Let's encourage the referees within the games. Let's show more respect. Let's show more support. No ref, no game. And let's all get part and be part of Don't Cross the Line, because we want to protect our referees, and that's what we've done since 2003. And it's great when the kids are coming in as 14 years of age to referee games. And our game tomorrow, I think young Ella's got that. We know we'll have Sophie. We have young referees in there, and we look after our referees. That's what we try and do. And I know Ella is just starting off, so we'll give her as much support as we possibly can. Obviously, we'll tell the kids as well, new referee, unsure, and we'll go from there. If decisions get them wrong, and so be it. We need to play football, and the kids need to learn as well to respect those referees. So you'll have a good game with us, Ella, and hopefully we can sort the other team. And I should imagine, knowing Bernie there with George's Dragons or Lions, whatever his team is, we'll have no problem whatsoever. We'll make sure that the parents are aware of it, that the referee is young, new to the game, and probably a bit nervous. So we want to relax those nerves and let the referee just get on with the flow and enjoy the game as well. And let's just hope we all go out and enjoy the game, because that's what grassroots football's all about, bringing people together, making sure that the parents, the spectators and the referees and the kids themselves are all singing off the same song sheet, and the coaches and behaving themselves. No sideline referees, no sideline coaches, everyone adhering to what we're supposed to do, and that's encourage the kids to play and encourage the referees to officiate. It's not much to ask. You'll all go home happy, regardless of the score. Blimey, we're all going home to watch the Premier League then, and that's where the real crowds and the real trouble comes, doesn't it? Dear me, poor referees out there, but they have cameras, they have everyone watching them. Our referees in grassroots football are on their own. They're either on their own with a game refereeing, or they've got officials in the cup. That'll come up. But hey ho, do we need to give them this hassle? No, we don't. If you don't give them the hassle, they'll perform better, I assure you. So how long we got there now? We've got 4 minutes left of the show. So I hope you enjoyed it, and wherever you are, hope you're going out tomorrow. We'll be at the North Liverpool JFL with DXTL, Club DXTL FC. And we're looking for our first win, would you believe, in 2023. And again, they're only kids, they're only learning. It was good to see them lose a game. And it's made them, to me, it looked better. There's nothing wrong with losing, and the kids having a little cry. We need them to lose sometimes. We have to, because that is part of growing up. You can't win. Life is not like that. It'd be in the real world, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? But we're in the real world now, and we all know that that will never happen. So the kids are developing their skills again, and learning and developing their attitudes, and if we can help the parents to make them better with their attitudes towards everyone else, then so be it. We know that Don't Cross the Line is doing its job, and we look forward to a nice game. It's going to be cold tomorrow, we know that, so the kids will be wrapping up warm, and hopefully we can welcome our goalkeeper back, who's been unwell, Leo, who's been sick for 2 or 3 games. Now we know that we have another injury. We've had this right the way through, and this is what it is. You've never got a full team. It's because the kids pick up illnesses, don't they? So we want the kids to enjoy it, and that's, unfortunately, we just have to grin and bear it and get on with it. And let's hope we can all enjoy ourselves. But we do pass a stern message to our parents as well, to behave, to make sure that they support the kids, nothing wrong with encouragement, and support the referees as well. And don't overshout a referee. If they make a mistake, we have to get on with it, because the referee will not change their mind. And that is grassroots football. So take that with you wherever you go out. Support your referee as well, supporting the kids and the opposition as well. Make friends, parents, shake hands with each other if you can at the end. I know it's hard on the hubs because everyone is sort of like segregated and no one knows who is. But when it was on sidelines, you knew opposition one side, opposition the other side. Why not? We could try and attempt everyone to shake hands on the day. Okay, we've got about 30 seconds left of this fantastic show, I must admit, but we've missed our young commentators, and I'm sorry they weren't here for you. So if you were tuning in to see them, apologies yet again. My fault, my anniversary. Enjoyed myself in Southport. Fantastic day, sun shining, the best we've seen, blue skies. I didn't go on the beach, by the way, didn't build sandcastles. I've done a bit of shopping. Isn't that what it's all about? Just having a little couple of days break, recharge the batteries and get back on with things. And that's what we're trying to do for tomorrow, to make sure that everyone is behaving on the field of play and off the field of play. Show loads of encouragement, loads of respect towards the referee and the committees who do a brilliant job, and we can all go home smiling, regardless of the score, regardless of the win, lose or draw. It's all about the kids enjoying themselves and also the referees and the committees. Everyone can go home smiling and happy and go and watch their Premier League team, no doubt, because it's a big weekend of football there too. So whatever you're doing, put your feet up tonight, relax, get yourselves all fit and ready for tomorrow. We'll be out and about tomorrow with DXTL TV from the touchlines, and we'll be monitoring a lot of respect on and off the field of play. So whatever you are, behave, support your team, support the opposition, and especially the referees. Give them loads of support with the committees too. And we'll see you tomorrow night around about 7 o'clock. From myself, Mal and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, don't cross the line, respect campaign, no ref, no game. What more could we say? Don't cross the line. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.